You know, I really loved that group. I really loved the people in that group. It sucked so much to be backstabbed by so many of them when I did so much behind the scenes for them, and I did so much to show them that I loved them and that I cared. Even though the company was going down, and even though different generations were going down, that generation was flopping, you know? I knew it was. You know, because I've been in indie for so long, I've been doing my own statistics. I was learning, you know, I learned how a lot of things worked, you know, and I learned how a lot of analytics and things worked, and I taught them a lot of what I knew. And not a single person could say something nice. Yeah. You know, you would think I won in some ways, Pip Rep. You would think. You know, I don't even care at this point, man, you know? Were they allowed to? Yeah. Yeah, they were. They were allowed to at least not shit talk. You know, Kotoka said that she couldn't even wish her well. She couldn't even wish Zaion well. Like, on stream is what she said. I saw her in person and became friends with her in private before we ever had anything to do with each other. I went out of my way to meet up and teach her secrets and tell her things before, you know, before the debut. That just really sucked. I loved her. I actually loved her a lot. I saw her as one of my best friends. You know? Same with Finana. That was actually the same thing. There was a reason that she was one of the few people that, like, Zaion collaborated with alone, like in a solo collab, is because, you know, she met up with her in person, had a good time together at, like, a music festival, you know. I couldn't believe what she said, honestly. And it just feels like, you know, no matter what I do, it really doesn't matter. All the people that, like, watched me when I came back, you know, even now, a lot of them don't, and a lot of them don't care. Like, and it made me really think, like, okay, well, I didn't expect most of them to care. A lot of them were just there for the drama, sure, right? They thought I was, you know, they thought a certain someone would go scorched earth on Niji. I would, yeah, I fucking would. But the reason I didn't was because I knew they would self-destruct anyways. Like, look at where her hat. I knew that all I had to say was a little bit to light the flame, and they would just blow up. That's why I didn't do anything, because I didn't need to. And I didn't really want to, you know? It's not like I want to blow the fucking place up. There's still people I cared about in there. Or at least I think I do. You know? I didn't want to blow up the place that they had as a home, because even though their homes fucking sucked, like, at least they had something, and I'm not there to just blow it up, you know? I'm not trying to be some fucking horrible person. But the last thing I did leave them with was saying that they were worth more than they thought they were. A lot of them thought they were nothing outside of that place. And I was like, no, you are so wrong. I still have the last message I sent them. And I was like, you guys are so wrong. You guys are worth so much more than you think you are, and that company is going to make you think you are. I hated seeing them think that they were nothing. Like, when Nina said that, like, Like I remember calling her and having her, hearing her say like she felt like she was nothing outside of there, and I was just like, that's not true. That's why I was so happy to see her leave. You know, that's why I was so happy. But still, at the end of the day, you know, like, this is nice and all, okay? But like, where am I? I'm still stuck in the middle of, I'm still stuck as a nobody, okay? Like, I'm a nobody, no home, no nothing. Like, at the end of the day, everyone gets to be happy, you know? And I'm literally here, like, with what it feels like nothing for me, you know? Like, back at square one, back at square zero, like, a lot of the people on the internet just go, why didn't I just wait to come back with like a full model and everything, you know? Like, could I afford that after what happened? No. I couldn't wait after the lawyer and all the stuff.
Ignore the amount. I truly hope you don't allow this to force Hypercell to lose the progress you made over these past few months. Please keep it up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the people genuine enough to tell Corpo to go fuck themselves, but then I at the end of the day, I have like nothing, you know? Please change the voice. Nah, I think it's funny. Like, I appreciate you guys a lot, and I don't want you guys to think I don't, you know? It's because it's definitely not that. You know? But it really sucks. You know? To feel like I don't have a presence. And to feel like I can't be one of those VTubers who's like, you know, who has any presence. I'm just the failure that ended up out of there. I did all these things. And honestly, they're not great things, you know? I did bad things. But I did the things that also, like, where I was like, okay, this, you know, I'm not gonna let this company just say these things and get away with it either. But it didn't matter. Like, all the people that watched me, like, after I left, they don't, you know? A lot of them, most of them don't. So it's like, what did it matter? It just tells me, it makes me feel like I can't succeed and I can't be successful, you know? If like that kind of felt like my one moment, you know? Like, I'll be honest, Uniho made a beautiful model, but there's so much more I wanted to do with that model. And I wanted to have that model would have started so much earlier too, but a bunch of other people, you know, like Enviosity and other people they cut in front. Cause I know whose models she was making. She would do them on stream. You know, it's not a secret. But they cut in front. And I got delayed like twice. I didn't even know people could pay that. But I mean, it's not cheap. It's a really expensive model. And I can't even get like a lot of the arms and other attachments. Like this model right here, this chibi model is way more advanced than my full body model is gonna be. Which is really sad. Is really sad to me. Like I've always had a big emphasis on arms and stuff like that. But my model also doesn't feel like a priority. It kind of feels like a job. It feels like my model is just another job. So I'm like, it kind of hurts my feelings a little bit, honestly. You know, like, kind of feels like my model is kind of like on the back burner. So